Like if that was green, wouldn't you just think?
So
Maybe. Haven't watched that one in a little while.
Yeah.
It's been some time.
What else is there?
Jarrett. Is this Jarrett?
Oh, Geralt, really? He has the white hair, maybe.
And 2 swords.
That could be
One
Witcher.
One for humans, the other one for whatever he hunts that I don't know the name of.
I don't remember what this is. It's like, is it a Bigfoot? Is it a Ghibli monster?
Whoa.
I thought I remembered seeing Thor really easily, but I can't find him.
Maybe you're, there's also a lot of Easter eggs on the modular board, so
Not true.
like Harry Potter
Mm.
and Pac-Man.
Wait, there's Batman.
Pac-Man.
Oh, Pac-Man. I was like... Alright, so let's go ahead and start the bidding then.
Where are the boards?
I
Hasn't
am
done 'em
about
yet.
to pull them out.
Excuse me.
We have
Of course.
Rusviet
Of course.
Mechanical. Innovative. Albion. Engineering. Saxony. And Industrial Nordic.
Interesting.
Let me pull up those boards for you. Alright. Smug Skull starts the bid, then Denki, then Chempo, and then Joy.
Well, at least Shanfu can't play Crimea this game.
I swear I did not even play Crimean that much until the where viewers?
Russ 11,
Oh.
is that what I see?
Sorry,
Yes,
let me
sir.
set the industrial at the top. And
Thank
make red, black, green.
Yeah.
So the first bid is for Rusviet Mechanical at 11. Then to Chempo. How are you guys doing on the stream? Hyped for the final match? I'll be on push to talk when I talk to them, so I'll tell you all the secrets I can think of. So, Joy Division
14.
at 13, Smug to 14.
15.
Let me think about that.
Let's go, Daddy.
Any sub gift us in the chat. Any sub gift us for real.
Not that I know of. Welcome, Wingspan 64. Yes, this is the finals. Wow, 17 on the Rusviet Mechanical. They really like it. Or more like, they really don't like any of these other combinations. So, they're all very desperate not to get them. All right, 17 a pass. Stanky for the 18. Still going up. A Dinky fangirl. Happy you're enjoying the coverage so far, Ghost Wheel. Pass, pass, pass. Does that look like Dinky?
It's
Cry.
me.
Rusviet Mechanical. Okay, Jumpo, you get to start the next bid. Right, so the bidding you pay. So for the Rusviet Mechanical, he will lose 18 coins at the end of the game.
Is it me now?
Yeah.
Albion 0.
Hmm.
18 is a lot to add, yes. But then, if you're gonna win at like 70 points when everyone else is at 30, you can afford to lose 18 coins. You can afford to lose like 40 coins. Seven, 8, 9. Ooh, some quick bids for Albion Innovative. 10.
Whoa.
11. I've never seen Albion bid up so high. Some strong bidding for Albion. A rare sight. On to Joy. It is. It is a real possibility. Saxony 0 over to Smug.
Joy's gotta play as Saxony. Right.
Two.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Joy
this
does
is
get in Saxony.
this is crazy.
What's it been Saxony every game?
Not every game,
No.
but it is a favorite.
Yeah.
Engineering those, woof.
It's fast.
Hope so.
All right, I'll hang out here so I can listen in on your chatter, but I'll be on push to talk so I don't disrupt you guys doing your game.
Okay.
Okay, good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good.
Good luck. Have fun.
Should I have my initial card?
Nordic, you start.
Yeah. Where are the cards
The cards.
dealt? I don't
Oh, you cannot see
mine.
your cards? Somebody nudge them.
Oh yeah, thanks. It's like yeah.
It's
Thank
just
you.
bug. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just need to be touched. Just like us.
All right. 1 second to think. What I want to do here.
Wait, why was that over there?
Wait, you should not have pressed it, right?
Yeah. Why was it over here?
Well,
It
because
It was just
what
moved to there.
happens is, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it auto-missed. My bad. That's okay. We'll just type it out.
Also, Danky, do you
Yeah.
mind hopping out of the stream for now?
Of course.
As a finals match.
Yeah, I was just there to
A
talk
little
to
more
my
is on the line. But people are cheering you guys on.
Yeah.
You can check the VOD later and see the support.
Let's see. I'm going to do. Okay.
So just type in chat what your first move will be, Nordic.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Just thinking here. Okay.
So, strong favorite is definitely Rusfit Mechanical. It's got a very standard engine. Hold on, let's see. We see a trade for 2 oil out of Nordic with the industrial engine. So it looks like he does intend to do some bolster upgrades and produce deploys. There's a couple ways of playing industrial, but most of them tend to be rush quickly in the game abruptly. We have Rusviet producing, no surprise, 1 worker, 1 metal, and Saxony trading for 2 oil first. This is Joy probably planning to produce and upgrade next turn, and maybe upgrading his deploy so he can get those mechs out sooner. But whether or not he'll opt for some bolster builds later, I'm not sure. He does need some power to win some fights, it's just a little bit slower. We see Albion with the trade for 2 metal, and then probably a produce deploy to follow that up. Maybe for rally, so that he could produce deploy, move this worker, and then move his main character straight to get that encounter, or this encounter. Oh, he's thinking, that Nordic.
Lag is
Oh,
crazy.
Oh, is he taking Albion's village? This is
whoa.
dangerous.
The
Oh,
worker would be in there.
brutal. That is some brutal savagery. So Chempo's got a slight disadvantage here. He'll have to push this worker before he can rally his main character into it. Maybe he opts for fewer workers when he does do the produce deploy. So, what did blue do? We lost
Oh
you, Sam.
god.
Don't end your turn yet, green. Okay.
Wait, what?
Because we
Ah.
lost Smug,
It's okay.
so
I'll
it's skip
wait.
Smug's turn.
Should I? Oh, sorry.
We'll need to reconnect.
I'm disconnected.
At least the lag's on your side.
If you're saying anything, Chempo, we haven't heard it.
What?
Yeah, we haven't heard anything.
He's
That's all.
just
But
a
I hear you
silent
now.
boy.
Well, I disagree with Smug's decision. That's about it.
The worker.
I remember you like to do similar things.
Well, it depends. If you're Nordic Industrial and you can get a mech out before Albion gets like there, and
Yeah,
it's
Innovative
kinda
seaworthy,
has the
that's like
upper hand
nice. If you just get kicked out, guaranteed, then
Maybe he thinks.
then it
you
just
wouldn't
kind of
dare
fucks
lose the
both of you
pop.
over.
Yeah, agreed.
And yeah, so
Okay. Jenny.
Nice.
We did see the produce
Sorry about
upgrade
that.
out of
No worries.
Saxony. He did opt to upgrade his upgrade action, so he does plan to do lots of upgrading on his own. It'll be a slower game for him, most likely.
Connected.
Okay.
I mean, I thought he was going for the iron at first with the lag, but
That's what I thought. That's what I
did
thought
not
too.
seem to be the case.
It's okay, we take those.
So I've never seen. Oh, nice.
So Smug, I see there's 3 oil on that spot. You just
I
did
see
1
There
trade.
should be 2.
Yeah, it's just
Oh
there's
shit,
one
we're
fat
all
chunk.
on stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I,
It'll be more exciting than me just talking to myself. So,
Should we like say what we're doing? Is that helpful?
if you want,
Yeah.
I'll say it for
Okay.
you if you don't.
I
Because I'm
think
talking to the stream
we're fine.
without talking to you guys too.
As long as we're not playing super fast, Rail can call out our moves.
So this is actually. Oh, it's just a really fat oil chunk. What the heck? You're right.
Okay.
All right. So
Whose turn
it
is it?
skipped
Is it
your
my
turn,
turn?
Blue. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
you'll have to
your
type it in
turn. Just
chat,
type it.
and then you'll be good.
Oh, we lost the echo thing. Okay.
It just moved to red because you weren't in the game.
Okay.
Because Green ended his turn.
So I'm just producing and just producing.
See the produce for 1 oil and 1 worker on Nordic. making it a little more expensive on Albion, who starts at 3 popularity. Innovative, yep. Rustfiat produces his 8 worker star. A star from Rustfiat. And 3 metal. Enough to do a bolster deploy. Danky, got your star?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Wee.
Saxony with a produce for 1 oil. Is that right? No, it was a trade for 2 oil so that he can produce to get the upgrade next turn. Albion moves main character with the worker to shove those 2 Nordic workers, and then using rally to
Damn, bro.
bring
Kick those
the main
workers quick.
character to the worker.
No mercy.
Sets a flag afterwards, post encounter. And which option is he going to choose? $4 to deploy a mech is kind of nice, but he's an innovative, so he'll probably do mechs anyway when he produces deploys. He could gain 2 pop to make up the 2 pop he just lost, shoving those workers. Or pay 2 popularity to gain 4 food. He would have... Albion, your popularity is currently...
Yeah,
oh, okay, correct.
We'll stick it then.
So he just negates what he lost. Not bad. And Nordic is a little bit behind. He bolster upgrades. Gaining the 2 power, so go from 4 to 6. And 2 coins net.
I'm gonna do all the things that he varies there.
Upgrading move to upgrade. So he also plans to do tons of upgrades, both Saxony and Nordic. He would spend those 3 oil and get net of 2 coins, I believe. So from 4 to 6 is what I should see. Rustfiat bolster deploys and takes Riverwalk, so he intends to move these workers onto food and then produce enlist. Move the main character to that encounter. We get Saxony producing and upgrading. He has 1 oil, 1 metal here. And what do we upgrade? Gain action to enlist. Maybe he intends to trade for some food.
Moving.
Could be. Albion produce.
Yeah.
Gets the 1 worker and 1 metal.
There.
Now Nordic, moving the main character out using the upgraded move to take his 2 workers off of the home base, and then he'll have plenty of oil when he produces, which sets up for a bolster upgrade later. His encounter looks like either food, a structure, or just coins and pop. Could he has 2 popularity, so he can afford the structure. Would he want it? 4 food is enough to trade and enlist early. It's not bad. The structure... If he plans to do lots of bolster upgrades, I think a structure for a monument is really good. He'll pay 2 popularity now, and he'll net potentially 5 popularity if he does 5 more upgrades. Ooh. But he's going a different route. He's going for the mill, which means he'll produce 1 metal and 3 oil in the next round. Wow, sounds like he'll go for a faster pace. It's the final table. I'm not there, so maybe he's got a better idea than I do. We see Rustfiat moving workers and the main character. Is he leaving some behind? Yeah, he is. There are 5 workers on the food and 2 left behind on the village. It's interesting. Does he plan to move those to the metal later? As a different move action? Could be. His encounter has popularity, 4 oil, or 1 recruit. 4 oil, he could do trade upgrade. Saves him a metal trip later. Like he could trade for 2 metal and then do an upgrade. Onto like bolster to deploy or move to deploy. Oh, no. Yeah, he just got up for it. And I think that would be really big for him. He could potentially get a power star, or he'd be able to move 3 units at a time. Saves on how much metal he'll need in the future if his workers are kind of weirdly distributed like this. It's a really good choice, I think. The recruit he could produce enlist for anyway. He might save a turn, but I like the upgrade option too. Saxony trades for 1 metal, I think. No. 2 food. Yeah, here we go. Then, do you think he's going to gain enlist for something critical, like power upgrade, so that he could benefit? Oh, no, he's not next to Nordic. I'm not sure. But it seems like he really does want an enlist. We get Albion trade for 2 metal. No, I think that's 1 oil, 1 metal. Nordic trades for 2 metal. Oh, so then he can produce 3 oil and 1 metal to deploy. That's not bad. Rusviet moves, again, moves those 2 workers. So he takes a separate action to make that happen. But he gets the distribution he wants. 3 metal, 5 food, 3 metal, 5 food. So you can alternate this produce enlist, bolster deploy, produce enlist, bolster deploy. It's not a bad option. Where are we at? Saxony moves and enlists, and that is just the gain action. So he picked up a few extra coins. He opted for combat cards to power. So he expect to see 4 enlists out of Rusviet and a good amount from Albion eventually. I think it's a good choice for him. A produce deploy out of green. Dropping the shield mech. I think is he concerned about getting attacked soon?
Was that your second mech or your third mech, Shampoo?
Second mech.
Second mech. Shield onto the village so he can spread them out better. I don't know, I feel maybe he'd get more mileage out of Burrow if he intended to go into the tunnel. Can Nordic move his encounter token since he's already taken it? Okay. But shield is always a good early choice. I just don't expect him to take any hits anytime soon. So Nordic produces and deploys. He'll get the 3 oil. He'll spend 2 metal and the 1 that he produces right now with the mill to get 2 coins. And he chose the seaworthy mech so that he can get onto the lake. Should be 3 oil there. Okay. We see a produce enlist. Oh, interesting. So he produce enlist for his upgrade straight to power on red, and then that'll make it cheaper for him. Not cheaper. That'll give him more benefit if he does a trade for 2 metal or something else and then upgrades. We'll get some power out of it. Hey, he gets the power from Saxony as well. He saw that oil sitting there. And that produce upgrade goes to would it be bolster or produce? That's my guess. Bolster to deploy. Alright, so you eventually will get that mech. And knowing Joy, I would expect him to take maybe 2 mechs and then play around doing bolster builds and movement lists later, or just getting the upgrades. It kind of depends on how this game unfolds. But from what I've seen of his other engineering plays, he's not afraid to go with buildings and play a longer game. Albion trades and upgrades, so he has that oil.
Taking it comes from the
Upgrading, deploy, move to deploy. Alright. So he'll save 2 metal by doing that. He spent 3 oil to save 2 metal. But I think the more important part is that he gets the move upgrade. And with Albion, it lets you do a lot of cool tricks using rally. You get to move your mech with a worker and then shove the worker further, and then your main character can jump. Sort of like if you had speed. Nordic does another upgrade which pushes Rusviet's power nicely for free. And that's a bolster upgrade, so he will upgrade for what? He also needs to spend the 2 oil.
That should be 8 for 2 bolsters.
And I believe it's a bolster to deploy. Yeah. Rusviet, produce enlist. Strong action for him. He opts for the combat cards this time and takes it from deploy. Has one leftover food when he does. So he expects him to deploy to come from Saxony soon. Good timing on those enlists. Yeah, and there's the trade deploy coming out of Saxony. Trading for more food. I think we'll see... Is that one food? Ah, one oil and one food. So he'll have just enough to produce... Oh, okay. I think he's got balanced workforce. He's sticking to 2 workers. He's trying to get enough upgrades and enough food to do the enlists that he needs. Yeah, I think... So he'll trade deploy here. Get speed mech. Doesn't really matter which one it's on. But maybe the oil so that he can move forward.
I can't seem to move. Oh, there we go.
If you ever have that problem, just let us know and we can like touch your pieces sometimes, and that helps.
So this, yeah, this mech is like freaking out for a second.
You're good.
We see it produce all the way up to 8 workers on Innovative Albion. No deploy. Did he produce last turn?
You just have 1 food here,
He
right?
traded and upgraded.
What's that?
1 food, 1 oil there.
1 oil, 1 food.
That's a very quick worker star for green. Okay. So he plans to move to the food and the metal after, I think. And maybe just do 2 more produces and then start moving and enlisting. Yeah, not bad. Nordic moves, spreads a little further, and moves a worker out, moves a worker to the metal. So he has enough to produce, deploy. You get 1 more upgrade for free. Well, not for free, but 1 more upgrade out of the oil here. Position himself next to the factory. It's not bad. A trade, maybe. He's thinking of doing the trade upgrade now, but he's trying to time his enlist. Like, he can always do a produce enlist if he thinks somebody's about to do something. But he already has the upgrade enlisted, so it's probably safe for Saxony. He already has deploy enlisted, so he's probably safe from Nordic. Now's probably an okay time for him to go for something else. So trade upgrade for wood. Wow. And he's upgrading bolster to build, so that he has the option of moving and building soon. What would he build? Is he interested in this monument so that he can hit tier 2? Maybe. He's got a ways to go, but he still has the +2 here and maybe +3 here, so +5 would get him to 6. 1 more encounter could do it. A produce upgrade out of Saxony gives red his free power. 2 coins to Saxony. And what will he upgrade? Produce to deploy. This will let him produce on 3 tiles, but he doesn't. He only has 2 workers. I think he's just gonna go for that upgrade star. Now he doesn't need any workers on there, so he can just trade and deploy some mechs. But I think he only wants 1 more. Just spitballing, not quite sure. A move from Albion. He moves 1 worker. No, he moves a mech with all of the 7 workers to the farm. Then one of them slides over to the oil, and then the main character moves with Rally to the worker and sets a flag, grabbing the encounter. He quickly takes option 1 for 2 popularity. He doesn't really need the mech for spending 4 coins. Kind of expensive.
Nice cards, Shampoo.
And he doesn't want
Sorry,
to
meant
lose
to-
popularity.
No, it's not that. They're like
Right.
identical cards, basically.
Yeah,
popularity.
not happy.
2 combat cards and 3 power. That wouldn't be bad. It would keep him safe, but I don't think anyone's in range to touch him. So he is safe already. At least until this... Nope, he's still safe. Yeah, he's still okay. So 2 popularity, and he did... Was it the 4 food at first? No, it was the 2 popularity at first, yeah. He would be at tier 2 if he didn't have to shove those Nordic workers at the beginning. So that may be why he's not happy. But he's playing a safer, longer engine. I don't know. Could be. You get the move-in lists. Oh, he'll still get to tier 2. No. He needs to produce 2 more times.
I'm actually retarded.
Produce deploy from Nordic, taking speed. He has 1 more worker, 1 more oil, produced on 3 tiles because of the mill. We saw Rusviet do a bolster deploy for People's Army. Really? Are you worried about getting attacked? Are you concerned about these workers dropping a mech? Because he dropped the mech here. Oh no, over here. Okay. Yeah, normally I would opt for speed so I can reach this encounter on the oil, but if you are afraid of any combat, then People's Army is amazing. He does 4 combat cards, it's not bad. Yeah, bolster deploy. Was that metal spent? Yes, because yeah, the oil is not now being
I forgot
spent.
to pay my oil a while back.
So he'll do
Apologies.
2 more bolster deploys and hope for another upgrade from them to get a power star. Not bad. Saxony trading and deploying another coin for Rusviet, who should be sitting on a decent coin stack soon. Oh, everyone's pretty even. We have 7 on Albion, 10 Nordic, 11 Rusviet, and 12 Saxony. Well, should be 12 Rusviet now if he checks. We see Underpass being played on the metal. Now Albion is in danger. He has no combat cards. Looking pretty naked with 1 power. Does he see it? He produces and deploys. Pretty dangerous. Where will you deploy?
It's a lot of food, my friend.
It is a lot of food. Would be a terrible shame if somebody could hit it. Not this turn though. Next turn he'll get touched on this oil, perhaps. And I think that's definitely worth it for Saxony. And when Saxony traded, he did a 1 oil, 1 metal and 1 food. So when he does the next move action, he'll do another enlist as well. We see sword coming out of green, so he probably sees he's about to get hit, doesn't care. He'll just move in the next turn, sword Saxony for attacking him, and then do an enlist. It's a good counterplay. I like it. And actually, green will gain some power when he's attacked with shield. Alright, he is planning ahead. Shield into sword. Nordic, bolster upgrade. We get to 11 power, and spending the upgrade on deploy from bolster, the combat cards. Okay, getting a little concerned. Not getting any enlists yet. Rusviet, produce enlist. This is for combat cards now, to his popularity, so he should now be 2. Was he that low? Yeah, he may have been. Sorry about that. Where's Jeremy this final round? Oh. It's okay. We have Chempo to represent California for us. Saxony. Moving. Thinking. Really tempted to hit green. That is 3 power to 3 power. No combat cards. Yeah, that's almost a no-brainer. He moves in with 2 units. Attacking.
Okay.
The most Albion can spend is 3 power because of shield.
Right.
And he's not likely to. He wants to get a combat card, so he can come back in immediately, sword Saxony down to 1 power, and then win that fight.
Alright,
I'm ready.
me too.
Although Saxony brought 2 mechs.
3.
3 is enough to guarantee. How much was that spent there, green?
1.
3. Oh, green
Okay,
one.
it was 1. Alright.
You go
Looked like
down
0
and
to
pop,
me.
right?
Then a move and list. Getting a coin. Going to 13, I think. And an encounter. His first encounter. Could gain money and popularity. Do a coin. Or pay coins for a recruit, which would speed up his engine quite a lot. Or the worker and the 3 food. He cannot do it anymore because he lost that popularity. That would have been really good as well, because he would have plenty of food to do move-in lists. Tough. Option 2 has to be. Pay those 3 coins.
What?
Somehow you pull them into your hand.
Whoa.
Sorry, I got all my coins somehow.
If you click and hold, then you drag the whole thing.
Nice.
Not liking Chenpo's position, but I believe in him to prove me wrong. He did pay a lot
You
for
were
that
at
position.
12, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah, you're at 12.
I see I have 10,
Okay.
right? Is there
I
something
see
going
you
on?
have 10.
I see a minus 10 like floating around here.
Wait, I don't see a minus 10. I just see the stack. Yeah,
That was weird. When I like
Was
moused
that
over it,
fixed?
it said minus 10.
that
Looks
looks right. So what you're doing is...
So I spent 3, but I'm going to gain 1 for this enlist.
Okay,
good.
So I put 2 in.
alright. Do you want to do that recruit first, and then the
Yeah,
other?
so I'll put, right.
For 2 popularity, back up to 3. And then he does the actual enlist action with 2 food. Oh, expecting the build out of Rustfiat soon.
Okay.
So he gets 2 more coins. Okay.
And then 1 card, I think you take, right?
Yep, 1 card, and then I should be all set. Does that look right?
Yeah.
That looks
I
right.
think you should be at 10 coins though, right? Oh no, you took the 2 extra. Sorry. Yeah, you're good.
12 is right.
Yeah.
Yikes, saw that card. Yeah, I saw 1. It's okay. Not a big deal. He has others. A move-in list coming from Albion. Is this the retaliation strike? Is it necessary? He does have two mechs there, so it's kind of tough to win this fight. You only have 1 combat card. And maybe not. Deliberating. He moved the main character out to a safe position, so it almost looks like he doesn't want to fight. Doesn't believe he can beat 2 combat cards, which is fair. The upside of hitting Saxony is you bring him to 1 power and make him spend some cards. And it probably wouldn't hurt him too badly. As long as he can have multiple mechs in a position, he can just keep fighting. However, bunkering up here... I see. You get 2 combat cards, then you'll be able to defend yourself. Maybe. Two combat cards. And done. Going with the safe play. I think he's concerned if he moves into Saxony and gives him a combat star, because he probably wouldn't win. Then Saxony moves into him.
Happened to our echo here.
Maybe. It got pressed to 1. It should be pressed to 2.
Lovely.
Yeah, that would probably be a really bad
Is it
situation.
gonna fix itself once it's my turn?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Whose turn it is?
It is your turn.
Your turn.
Blue.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. It didn't update for me. Looks like still obvious turn.
What do you see?
See it's on obvious turn. It's like highlighted, and then in the chat also. Did I drop from TTS? Let me see if I can move anything.
You still look okay, but you're lagging.
You can
You're
move it even
999.
when it's not your turn.
Okay, I moved my hero to the factory. Is it cool? Okay, now it's my turn. No, sorry, that's not what I'm doing. I'm pretty producing. And fine.
Produce, deploy. He bolster upgraded last turn.
Yeah, just producing the play. If anyone doesn't mind, I want to turn and do
Yeah, do your thing, dude.
the thing.
Oh, now it went to your turn. I see it's your turn again. Does anybody else see that?
Yeah, just hit and turn again, blue. There you go.
There we go.
I think when you flip it to state 1, it just resets the echo.
Um,
So round 11 technically started early, well, whatever.
Last turn?
Yeah, so this should be round 12 at this point.
yeah.
We'll add +1 to it later.
I'm just waiting.
First
I'm just
player.
waiting to see what blue does before
Is it not balanced workforce? Yeah, he did not show the objective. But does it have to be at the end of the turn? He's
Oh
still
yeah,
not
I'm
producing
deploying
workers.
artillery.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out where you're doing it. Wait, let me
Okay.
see.
Not in the village.
Okay. I
So
can-
if that's relevant.
that
to
is
you.
that was the consideration.
Yeah,
yes.
if he
Yeah,
deploys the
no.
artillery on the village, then the People's Army is really important for red. Knowing that that's not in play, red is going to
So
relax
it's
a
one
little
matter
bit.
Here. I just want to be a friend, man.
Just want
We
to
are
be a
friends.
fan. Yeah, I am surprised Saxony did not show the
I'm gonna
objective.
kick me out.
But Joy tends to, he likes to hold objectives as long as possible. If he's not producing any workers yet, he can still keep going and keep it hidden until he starts to. And in fact, he actually has 3 enlists, so he could go up to 3 workers. He can buy himself some time that way. If he can take the food from Albion in some way, then he'd be able to do all 4 enlists. I don't know if he's strong enough to beat the 3 cards, though. And the +2 power from shield. I believe balanced workforce is at any time. Not sure. We'll confirm later. Well, any time as in before your top action, after your top action, after your bottom action. Either of these. You see a trade deploy come out of Saxony. Gets the coin back that he spent over to 13. Is that right? I think that may be wrong. Help me with the math, Joy. You traded a coin and then you got a coin from deploy. So would you
Correct.
still be at 12 from last turn? Because you were at 10 up to 12 when you did the enlist?
Sounds correct.
Yeah, it
Oh,
should
no.
be at the same
No, the
total.
rest of it deployed though, so you got to 13.
I
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's why. Okay.
Joy Division! Z6 has shown up. How can Joy lose? His greatest fan is here. Alright, Albion produces and deploys. His last mech gets the mech star. We have a lot of mechs in one spot. He also gets 6 food here, I think.
Get away.
Yeah, when he moved the main character, he also moved a worker out of his own base there. Nordic, taking over the
Right,
factory. These workers are spreading to the oil and the farm. And he's going to take a look at the factory deck.
Let's go.
Very peaceful arrangement right here. It's a very crowded game for Nordic, so it's a lucky situation for him. 10 power, I think Rustfiat will try to get that last bolster deploy in before he does a produce enlist. So he can get the power star. Does he have the medal? Yes, he does. Nice. What does it say, Ghost Wheel?
Did you drop a
Bounce
power for your
force.
last produce, Nordic?
It's not end of turn, so he could pull it out at basically at any point as long as he stays under
I think he
3,
was at 11, so I think he did.
under 4 workers.
Because I was at 10, I remember, and he was at 11.
Hmm.
I remember Blue was ahead of Rustfiat earlier.
Yes. Yeah, and I was at 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was at 11.
The factory card he chooses, paying coins to do upgrades. So that's not a bad choice, because he's already got some upgrades, and if he doesn't care to get, I don't know, he needs at least 2 more to get to the power star. Then you do 1 factory action in between for movement, get some popularity. I don't think he cares about the popularity though. He opted away from the monument choice and went for the mill. Rustfiat, bolster deploy, gets that power star, gets that mech star. Looking, oh gosh, colors are hard for me, I'm sorry. I believe these 3 stars, power, worker, and mech. Now Saxony, planning to move. He can take this encounter using Riverwalk. Oh yeah. He deployed that last turn. And then where did the other mech go? He's deciding where to take it. Still has this 2 workers sitting on it. Getting out of Albion's face, looking for greener pastures. He doesn't have disarm, but claiming the tunnels would be, I don't know, it's a little risky. I feel like Nordic could pick off some easy fights here. But Albion's probably staring him in the face, thinking of moving in soon too. Alright, he pulls out, gets this encounter. Could take a combat card, 4 wood, or 1 recruit. He has the popularity and money to afford any of the options. That recruit, not bad. That would finish this action. He doesn't need the food. Though he could hope to get some food to do that recruit later. 4 wood.
I think I'll take the option 3.
Option 3. He wants to finish the recruit star. There it goes. Getting 4 enlists done before he has a 3rd worker. If he doesn't have balanced workforce, well, he's played a phenomenal objective game there. Anyway. He has the combat star. He will get a mech star basically anytime he wants with trade deploy. Does he take 2 more combats and objective, or 2 objectives and 1 more combat? This game, I feel like this game could end like 2 turns from now if he gets to move, if he can find the fight. He's spreading out, allowing Albion to reclaim this territory. Maybe a bait so that he can come back in with two mechs and fight just 1. That would be great for Saxony. I don't think Saxony is going to be picking fights with red or blue. It'd be tough. Yeah. The Albion brings him 2 mechs, so it'd be like 2 mechs to 2. 3 versus 3 in that case. Could be worse, actually. If this move and list goes through, Albion gets even more power. Alright, and what will this enlist do? I feel like this spread out may be for objectives. If he has the underground advantage for 3 tunnels, then it just takes like a quick movement to get out there. But would Saxony win if he ended the game? 14 to 18. Well, actually, he paid 2 coins. Yeah, Rustfiat is actually down 18 coins. So all this money, just don't even think about it. It's all down to territory and stars for him. Albion enlisted for upgrade to power. He's now at 3 power, and we'll probably see some upgrades done. Not from Nordic yet. Nordic uses his factory action instead. Pays the 2 coins. Upgrades trade to build. I mean, I guess he doesn't have any good options anymore. He's down to his last 3 upgrades. Factory moves over to here. Grabs the encounter. Alright. He can gain 2 power or gain 4 power. Ooh.
Whoa.
That 4 power would be great. Then he could really save on doing bolster upgrade actions. Or 2 popularity to build a structure, but he can't afford it. So, power it is. Just how much do you need? If you're gonna... yeah, 2 power, 1 pop. Sure. He's sitting on 12 coins for a 0 bid. And I think that's been Smug Skull's story through the whole tournament. I don't think he's really paid much for the bids that the combinations he takes. So he often ends up doing quite well just by playing a steady game. Rustfiat, moving for the fight. Yeah, seemed a little too tempting to pass up. You have 16 power, you might as well. Is Rustfiat ending the game now? 13? Not this turn. He still has objective. Still has 1 more produce to do. Or 1 more enlist to do, I should say. So it's People's Army. So there's no chance of Saxony winning it.
Okay.
Nordic did not attack this fight, and now Rustfiat takes it.
Okay.
We see
Good.
3, 3, 2
4.
against 4. Wow. Strong cards to spare, though. Saxony has good cards. Is red now exposed to be beaten? Not really. Still very powerful. And it's still a requirement of like 2 combat cards to beat him, because he's always got People's Army right now. Territory spread's good. Move, build. Saxony going up in popularity. Yeah. Is he building armory? Does red want to do another trade upgrade so he can upgrade his move action? Maybe. It's a lot of actions to do here. Saxony trade deploys. That's the 4th mech. Do we see that balanced workforce and like 2 fights? That would be awesome. Yeah, 1 fight, 2 objectives. That's what I want to see from Joy. Like next turn, round. Technically, this is 15, so round 15. That would be an awesome Saxony play.
Solid.
Albion produces. Yeah, the other concern is Rustfiat is probably going to take another fight here. Even with disarm, he doesn't care.
I did not take a
So,
deploy there.
if Rustfiat doesn't end it right now, round 15. Oh gosh, these colors.
For
I
reds,
think it's
there are
1, 2, 3,
produce as
4.
well.
So if red gets to move and finish his objective, that take a fight and take his objective, the game could end there. If not, Saxony has a shot at doing it himself. Albion's sitting on a ton of resources. What a honeypot. Oh, there's the red movement. There's the free combat.
Actually.
Oh. You'll think on it. Nordic deployed his 4th mech. Got the star. Nordic, you got a mech star, right?
Yeah, I'm
Also
doing
a worker
very
star.
slowly here.
I'm
Okay.
just thinking about how I want to finish this here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looking pretty dire here. It is pretty ballsy for red to end the game right now. It is the right timing, normally, but he paid 18 coins for this bid. He's basically coming out of this with
Disarm
2.
for 2.
However, he does have the factory, lots of territory, lots of stars, some resources. Maybe it is, yeah, maybe it's to his advantage.
Ready when you are.
I hope it's enough to make up that 14 coin difference there. 12, I guess. Alright, let's see this fight. I
Okay.
think this spread out. It's really dangerous.
12.
8. Okay.
12. Combat done. Subjective.
And
Is that
I
game?
play
Game.
this. Yes.
GG's.
0 factory cards. Control at least 2 territories adjacent to the factory. He has it.
Brutal.
That is. Were you about to end it on your turn, Saxony?
Likely not.
Okay. I wasn't sure which one of you would have the objective to finish.
I can't move anything. Okay.
Uh,
it's just like
GG.
lagging. Like it's just lagging like crazy.
GG.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is Scythe. Mother Russia! Jimmy plays, screaming out Mother Russia! right, let's
I
count up
don't
the score.
know. Let's see if the bids did
So
it for
it's
me.
actually 15 rounds. Oops. Yeah, that bid was expensive. Let's see if that erases it.
It was.
But the factory territory and that spread at the end got the stars. A few excess resources. Not bad.
20.
Sacks with 14 coins, I think. Yeah. Still quite a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4 extra resources.
So Chempo will be down to 20 points, or 20 coins, after paying 11 for the innovative.
Ouchies.
Ouchies. 29 minus the
This bonus here is
2
in-
to
in
27.
the
I bid
tunnel, right?
what, 18?
18.
18 or 19? 18.
Yeah. Calculate after.
Whoa!
Not even close. Okay.
Let's go, it's worth.
The Rustviet threat. Very red.
GG's.
Nordic Industrial for 31.
GG's.
But he bid nothing, right?
Yep.
So that would
Correct.
still be second place. Smug Skull very consistent. Good game.
Nice.
That is a
Good game,
finish.
yes.
Stanky is our new champion. And I'm pretty sure Joy will take it for the points.
For the points.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had it
so-
before the game even started. I know, Shampoo could have. No, he had it before.
Yeah, if Chempo
Thank
took
you.
it
Did you
back.
add your bonus for the armory?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, two bonus
Yeah, 2 bonus.
in the tunnel. There it is.
It is 2 broken.
Great game. Very fast.
Right. See you all.
Should have listened to Dinky's
Good stuff.
suggestion.
See ya.
What's that, real?
Ban the red and the yellow.
Yeah, ban red and yellow and have a real long game.
But
Congrats, Stinky.
Thank you, guys. Good game.
thanks for playing the tournament.
Congrats, Stinky. Congrats, Jai. Alrighty.
GG's, everybody. GG's. Joy the real champion of the tournament, winning every fucking game.
Except the
You
last
didn't win
one.
this one.
Points matter more when you like turbo smurfed on the tournament.
I don't know who was. Yeah, I was talking to Joy yesterday. I was saying that people underbid Ruz and Crimea. You know,
Yeah, I
these
think you were
should be
talking-
in the.
You and I were talking about that as well in a DE game.
Yeah, you were the one who was talking
Yeah,
about
I was willing to go up to like 25 for receiving
Yeah.
mechanical this game.
I mean, it seems like a huge number, but obviously it performs.
It does. Well, it's
crazy.
it's dependent on the game, right? Like all 3 of the other mat combinations are not great in terms
Right.
of like coin
No one's-
generating,
Yeah.
and no one can get to you. Like there's no Crimea in the game. There's no Toggle to threaten you. Albion can't get to you. Nord can, but it'll screw his own game over. Like you're safe from Saxony. I don't know.
Yeah, Polania would have been nice to have in here.
That's what I mean. Right? Like, but yeah, I don't know. With the other boards there, I was willing to go up to like 25 for sure, and 25 still would have taken it, right?
Right.
Daddy Nugs takes it. Yes.
GG.
GG.
GG guys. Thanks for doing that.
Take
Real.
care. I'll cut the stream here. Thanks for watching.